Welcome back to the channel. So today we're making this beautiful dress on your screen. So these are the materials we need: in your fabric, your measuring tape, your ribbon, elastic thread, your needle, your elastic band, and your ruler, of course, and your chalk. So first things first, we are going to go on to fold our fabric into four. We're cutting both the front and back together. Now we're going to mark out 1 inch. That 1 inch is for folding the top of the dress for passing elastic through it. That's your elastic band. And from that 1 inch we'll come down to mark out our waist length, which is 6.5 in this case. Then from that 1 inch again, we'll take our full length. Our full length is actually 17, but I'll be leaving that 18 because I have to fold the hem of the dress. Okay. So I'm marking out the lines to make them visible, so we can see where we're placing our waist circumference measurement, and then mark out the top line. So from this line we are going to get our chest length. But before anything, we're coming down by, it's an off shoulder dress, so we're taking out -2. Then from that -2 we get our chest line, in this case, which is 4 inches. And on this chest line we're taking our bust circumference eventually. Yeah, I'm showing you that I folded into 4 parts because we're marking our front and back together. I'm cutting our front and back panel together. So yeah, making that line visible. So before anything at all, you're going to start from that center part to mark out 4 inches, so that by the time you use your elastic thread to sew on it, it's not going to affect your measurement. Okay, it will give it space for that smoky effect. Now I just went to, I know you can't see what I did, but I just went on to mark out my full length. I'm just about my full length, my waist length, my chest, my armhole line, which is my chest line, and then the top of the dress. So I'm just marking that 4 inches that I talked about. We'll mark it from the top to the bottom. Yeah, now from that 4 inches we begin to mark our real measurement. You're not going to mark your measurement at the center part of the dress. You're going to start from that 4 inches to take your body measurement. Your body measurement is whatever your waist circumference is divided by 4. In this case, I'm not adding any body allowance, any allowance for anything, because it won't have a zipper allowance. It doesn't need a zip for it. So yeah, you can see I'm just marking out my body measurement. And my body measurement, I mean like my waist measurement divided by 4. That's what I'm marking from the top to the bottom. You see, it's almost at the edge of the fabric. Now from that stuff I marked, I use my waist measurement from the waist upright. Now from that part, I'll go in for my chest line. The chest line in front we measured was 2.5, I guess. Yeah, 2.5. But I'm marking it at 3 inches. Actually, it's 5 inches. So by then divide the 5 inches by 2.5, but I'm marking it at 3 inches because of the sleeve joining. So we'll have space for joining the sleeve. Then I'll just cut it straight. This particular dress doesn't need all those it doesn't need all those shape that will give to our normal dresses, because by the time that smoky effect takes place, it's going to give it whatever shape it's supposed to have. Yeah, so I'm just cutting off the armhole curve. Get, yeah, carefully cut it out. Good. So now I'm just going to roll my elastic thread on our, is it Bob Nabirila? I don't know the name now. So I'm showing you that I'm going to fold the top part of our dress. That is where our elastic will be sitting. Yeah, so we'll fold it by the 1 inch we give, or we left for it. I want to cut out my sleeve. As you can see in this video, I'm not cutting it out in the curvy form that the armhole came with. I'm actually slanting it to cut it out so that it will not have any excuse for it, not for you to say, oh, it didn't fit well, it didn't get to the sleeve is shorter than the actual armhole curve, all those things. No, that's not going to happen. So just cut it out. It's very easy, you see. Now remember that the dress, the picture we have in front at the beginning of this video had bow designs on it. So it was with this ribbon I did that. I'm just folding it the way you usually buy your bias from the market, or bias tape. Yeah, so I'm just going to fold it like that and sew on it. I don't know. How to study English is so difficult. So I'm just going to sew on it. Yeah, just watch me do my sewing. I have to fast forward this part because it's taking so much time, you know. I'll have to fast forward it, okay, so you don't get bored or tired already. What I'm doing, I'm just showing you how I'm going to actually place the bow on the dress to sew on it. It's not a difficult thing. It's very easy to create. Now I'm just going on to fold the top of the sleeve where our elastic will be sitting. That's the part we're attaching to the top part of the dress. That's the top of the sleeve. We're folding it in to create a channel for our elastic to pass through. anything you do on one sleeve replicates the same thing on the second sleeve. You get? So from this part, we'll do the same thing on the second sleeve. We also hem the down part of the sleeve. Elastic band will be passing through that part too, because the sleeve is going to have that gathered effect. You get? So whatever you do on the first sleeve, you replicate on the second sleeve. Very simple. Okay? Please, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do that so that I can get encouraged to create more videos. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, please. If you feel like I'm not doing something right, just let me know. And this voiceover thing is still very, very new to me. Like, I'm not good with voiceover, but with time I'll get a hold of it. It's just time. Okay, bear with me. Yeah, thank you for sticking around to this moment. So I'm just repeating the same thing on the second sleeve. Whatever you do to the first sleeve, or you do on the first sleeve, you do the same on the second sleeve. You see, it's not difficult, right? It's very simple. Now after that, we'll go on to hem the, or be to create a channel for elastic to pass through for the dress, top part of the dress, like you're seeing me do in this video. Just creating a channel for elastic to pass through. That shirring we're planning to do, that's the smoky effect you're trying to achieve. It's not going to, it's going to look kind of tacky if that top part is not like well rested on the body. So that's why we're creating a channel for elastic to pass through, so you can relax very well on the chest region. Yeah, please don't drag. Don't be like me. Don't drag your fabric while sewing. I don't know how I was doing that here. Don't do that. Okay. All right. Whatever I do to the first part of the dress, so one side of the dress, is basically the same thing. I'll replicate the same thing, the same result on the second part of the dress. Okay, you can choose anyone to be your front or your back, because the same way we cut the front, I will cut the back. No difference. So you can choose any part to be your front and any part to be your back. There's no confusing thing there. Now, as you can see, I'm done stitching on the first and the second panel. What I'm doing, I've already gone to I've gone ahead to change the thread beneath. So I'm using the elastic thread beneath, and I'm just trying to achieve the smoky effect. Now the mistake I made in this one was that from the beginning I did not I just eyeballed the space I want to have between each line. You get? I didn't measure, and that was so wrong of me. But in I feel the outcome of the dress, just that it's going to make it look so unprofessional. So for you to have a professional finishing, you have to measure. Don't eyeball like me, please. You have to measure. So I think the best space to leave in between each smoky effect should be 1/2 inch, but you can do 1 inch if you want. But later I went on to use 1 inch to complete my sewing. Then after that, all I just did was attach my sleeve. But before I attach my sleeve, I inserted the elastic band to the up and down part of the sleeve, then tacked it, or I sew on the edge to hold it in place. Then I also inserted the elastic band on the top part of the dress. That's the 2 panels. Then tack it down, or sew down the edges of the elastic band on the dress before joining the sides of the dress and hemming the bottom of our dress. You see, it's not even a difficult thing to do, and this was the result I came up with. Wow. Very beautiful, right? I just went on to attach beads just for scenery, but it's beautiful, isn't it? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, please stay safe, guys. Bye.